you have scissors?
Yeah, Championship edition of the Ontario Cup. And the MilkUP Ontario Cup officially underway. 4 games coming your way from the Ontario Soccer Centre here in Vaughan. That's Woodbridge in their patented blue uniforms with the white and red as this one comes into the keeper right away and is corralled and placed and played out. It'll be Woodbridge's first attack. That's, of course, Burlington in the black and orange. They're going to be heading left to right on your screen. Worked up nicely here. DeVellis in a battle with Boyd. Boyd getting the better of it, and a little bit of tightrope there on the far sideline as Burlington. A couple of nice passes to work their way out of danger and find themselves in an advantageous position. Weir. That's O'Connor's going to take a run down the right sideline. She's got the ball in the corner. Played across. Sits to the top of the penalty spot. We're having a go at it, and a pretty good opportunity right out of the way is the Manny, but over the net, and it'll go for a goal kick. Well, lots of partners to talk to you about, and now in their second year, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, representing Ontario's 3,400 plus dairy producers and their families, have joined Ontario Soccer as the premier partner and the exclusive title partner of the MilkUP Ontario Cup. This collaboration with Ontario Soccer will bring positive outcomes to youth sports across the province. Evangelista. O'Connor. For a long ball, and this one will go right down the middle. Having to be careful is Woodbridge and taking a heavier touch than she'd like, but out of harm's way is Galley. She'll concede the corner. This will be the first corner of the game, and it'll go the way of Burlington. Played short. Second minute of play here, and this one's popped up and out of harm's way and out of the area. Headed back in. Burlington. Happy to be a little patient here. Connected a good string of passes in the opening stretch as Boyd plays it and eventually finds its way wide. Left chance. For a left foot across the face of goal. This one deflected out of harm's way. It looks like it will go for a goal kick. Good organized defending by Woodbridge as the Force have tried to needle their way in early and often so far in this one. And a high press already by Burlington. And it gets a turnover. Be a throw into them. With Hub International Insurance Brokers, we have a partner today to support us as we prepare for tomorrow, and who will help protect what matters most when we get there. Because the truth is, tomorrow is a gift, and Hub wants us ready for it. Find out more at hubinternational.com. Weir deflected as it goes across. It'll be a second corner for Burlington. Delaware will stand over this one. Center of the area and almost saved right off the line. Great job and organization again at the back by Woodbridge. But a very good chance for Burlington. Here in the 4th minute, we are in a fight. Supported by Schultz. Boyd had it taken off her feet, and out come the Strikers. For it's corralled again, and just a great job and a great high press by Burlington already, as they're pushing back in from the right side, from the left side, and looking for space. Nice ball in here. Finds it all the way to the keeper, Emily Mazzaferro. Mamorato had it knocked off her boots, going to go out of play. Varelli. Turned over. Dinoto. Match officials for this game, Tristan Forgi will be in the middle. Luciano Copatelli and Gianmarco Nebbioso will be the assistants. Marchetti's throw, just mishandled slightly by McIsaac. No harm, no foul as it finds the boot of her teammate Weber on the far side, and Burlington's at it again, trying to play a direct ball through. They've got an opportunity here. Shot in and just whizzes past the far post. But how quickly Burlington finds their way out of their own end and creating chances. And a very direct ball, but with space to run onto. They are really testing those backs on the strikers with good aggressive play forward. And that time it was Alyssa Mella who nearly found the opener just 6 minutes in. Touch back by DeVellis. Another turnover. Nemani, nice little step over to get free and create some space for herself. Has Schultz. Schultz plays it across. Boyd had it taken off her foot at the last minute, but still in possession is Burlington. Top of the area with a shot from distance, and it's just over the bar. Rogan McIsaac with a good look and looking to play quick is Woodbridge. Trying not to allow any time for that press to develop, and Boyd nearly grabbed it right off. So Connor, and it's going to take a touch out off Stalteri for a throw. Another sliding tackle there. Burlington not going away. Beautiful day here in Vaughan, expecting perhaps some rain as we have a full day. Under 18 boys to come. The under 21s, both in the men and the women. And hopefully the rain holds off and we have as nice a day as we do right now. Boyd trying to find some space. Fair challenge there and good defending by Woodbridge to find their way out. And DeVellis leads the charge but has it taken off her boot. McIsaac seeking ball, played all the way in for Weir. Weir is able to run it down, find some support. McIsaac across the area. This one's going to sit right around the penalty spot, and finally it's going to be picked up by Mazzaferro, who's seen her fair share of touches, already in the opening few minutes of this one as she sends it high, far side and anywhere but her area and right back to the force. Still the force. Barber had it lose off her boot, and now the Strikers might have something on a counter. Nice ball moving forward by Mamoruto. Trying to catch up with it is Charles. Charles has had a bit of space so far in this one, but good tight defending by Burlington has kind of suffocated the limited opportunities, and a nice step up there by Donato. Does a good job, as this one is going to run a little too far for Charles this time, and right into the waiting arms of the number 1 in yellow for Burlington, Lauren Pohl. Has yet to be tested. Boyd plays down for Weir. Weir has a player in the middle of the area, gets it caught up in her feet and has to regroup and take a look around. O'Connor, ball in. Off the head of a defender. Going to be a scramble to get there. Flicks, and it will be a corner kick. Is doing very well to guard her goal was Mazzaferro. And a nice little play from Sophie Schultz, who made a really good run. First touch got away from her, but a beautiful second one to force the corner. In-swinger finds its way to the top of the goal area and deflected out. But Woodbridge unable to clear as rattles around in the middle before finally able to get a foot on it, and off they go with DeVellis trying to play to an outlet. More good pressure from Burlington. Turnover there. That was Mella. Varelli. Stalteri. Here's O'Connor. O'Connor cutting inside. Nice little piece of footwork. Looking for it to come back to her top of the 18, but it did not get there. And back for Charles. The good target on the top. Stalteri. Stalteri, nice switch inside, looking to create some space. And this is nice from Woodbridge. A player on them almost immediately after they come into possession, but DeVellis, so enough footwork to get through. Mamoruto. And all the way into Lauren Pohl, as she didn't get exactly on it what she wanted, and a right idea from Woodbridge there. And you have to figure if they're able to keep those sustained spells of possession, they're going to be in for a good match today. However, if the counter is allowed to proceed this way, as it is with Della Weir down on the right side, Weir, tons of space for Weir, tucks it inside but hits the post. And the match official signals for a corner kick with a touch off the hands of Mazzaferro. And just out of play, and once again for the 4th time today, it'll be a corner kick for Burlington. Well, Toronto FC is an official founding premier partner of Ontario soccer, as well as the co-presenting partner for its talented pathway. Their commitment to the game in Ontario is unrivaled. Visit torontofc.com for tickets and more. Another good ball played into the area and was looking for the head of Nemani. And her header goes wide, as we'll have. Looking for potentially a substitution, but we'll let you know if that happens. We're in the 14th minute of play here at the Ontario Soccer Centre in Vaughan for MilkUP Ontario Cup, 107th edition here in 2023, and it's so good to be back after pandemic delays and cancellations, and we couldn't have a better day for the finals. 525 teams whittled down to what is left. Here's O'Connor. Knocked away, and It'll run out for a throw-in for Burlington. As we mentioned, 4 games on the docket today. Under 18 girls, under 18 boys, followed by the women and the men. Turned in. Nice bit of control. Schultz just had it run off her boot. Good defending. Trying to find a way through to pick the lock, but excellent play there by Alyssa Galley. She's going to have to be good. This Burlington team has scored early and often. In fact, kind of a tale of two semifinals. It was a very comfortable 10-0 win for Burlington, while a nervy 4-3 penalty win for Woodbridge. But both teams here all the same, and this is all that matters. Is nice play cutting in by Boyd off to the right side. Could this be the opener? But an excellent save. Well, you don't cut through a defense better than that, but goodness me. Emily Mazzaferro, probably the biggest challenge that she's faced today. Stood tall, strong hands, and keeps a clean sheet. For the time being, Ava Boyd plays the ball through. Going around. Being patient is Burlington. Boyd again. Edge of the area. Into the middle. O'Connor. This one takes a deflection. She'll have to retreat. Nice little nifty turn to get free again. O'Connor's right foot again finds the defense of the Strikers, and anywhere but here. Charles coming back. Good play to serve as a target, but had it taken off her boot almost immediately. Boyd trying to find space. Lays off. This is Schultz. Schultz from distance, but a 3-hopper find its way into the waiting arms of the keeper. Burlington just relentless here in the opening 20 minutes. Good play down the side. This one will take a deflection and run. And it could very well run all the way for a corner kick. It will be. First opportunity for Woodbridge, and wouldn't this be something? After all the sustained pressure of Burlington, the Strikers with an opportunity to get something on goal and nab an unlikely lead here. It's going to be Olivia DeVellis. Put her right foot into this. Hops early, but almost found Charles, who took a swing at it and then seems to be okay. Held her foot for a minute. Meanwhile, going the other way, and good defense and tenacity to stay there on what could have been a very dangerous 2-on-2, and excellent play by Mila Donoto to ensure the crisis was averted and handle Alyssa Mella, knocking it out of play for the time being. So Emma Vono checking into the game on a substitution. Aya Nemani will grab a seat. McIsaac. Boyd fighting. Good play there by DeVellis to keep it out of a danger zone, and Mamoruto sending up. Charles. Mamoruto. and knocked forward by Varelli. Good pressure as O'Connor having to go back to the corner. Takes a deflection. Denoto. Gali. Now Varelli. And a seeking ball, but just skipped past Naima Charles. That's better from Woodbridge, though. Looking to pick that lock on the Burlington back line. Danger is here. This is Weir. Weir. Player in the middle. She'll do it herself. Delaware opening the scoring for Burlington. It was sustained pressure. It was only a matter of time. And after a nice bit of passing and an opportunity where the strikers couldn't link up, Weir, in the 20th minute, puts Burlington on the board first. They lead 1-0.
Scored by number 17, Weir.
So Brenna Capper checking in, Sandra Preda checking in, and Mara DeLiberato will also find her way into the game. 3 substitutions after the goal for Woodbridge as they try to get some fresh legs in to counter this energetic Burlington attack. Battle at the midway line there, and Rego played in again. We are looking for a second. Varelli. That one rushed in and taken off the boot of DeLiberato. Albano. Nice little step over flick for a teammate joining, and very nearly an opportunity in. Instead it'll be a throw in deep by the corner flag, but his pressure just not going away. Not letting up after the first goal, and good touches. This one not so much. It'll go for a goal kick. A couple Burlington players saw the deflection. Couldn't do anything about it. Ontario Soccer values fair play, and we share this common passion with our partners from Respect in Sport, the leading e-learning platform for prevention of bullying, abuse, harassment, and discrimination. Learn more about their programs and start your Respect education journey today at respectgroupinc.com. So important to ensure that everyone has the ability to play without harassment. As right now we will take a moment for a quick break, and girls will get hydrated. Obviously, any time that the heat ticks up like it does today here in Vaughan, you're going to see these water breaks, and also gives a quick opportunity for the coaches to get a few words in and talk to the girls about what they like, what they don't. For Burlington, there's a lot to like so far. A lot of pressure, a lot of opportunities. On their 4th shot on goal, they found the back of the net, courtesy of Delaware in the center of your screen right now. Burlington Force 13-0 win over Ottawa TFC before handling the Oak Ridges Knights 10-0 in the semifinal. 24 goals for, 0 against. And a very daunting task for Woodbridge to try to find their way in. For Weir herself, 4 goals in that semifinal win, all coming in the first half. Supported well by teammates. But the 9th minute, the 12th minute, the 38th, and the 39th. Comfortable from the jump. This one, a little bit more nervy so far, but still in a good position. As Burlington, as Woodbridge, this is nice 1-2 passing to work it out. Good challenge on Charles, forcing the turnover, and good look here for Burlington moving forward in a tough play, but good defensive play by Capper. Boyd. McIsaac. Weir coming high to play it forward to her teammate, edge of the area. Albano. McIsaac. Boyd. Played to safety, but giving chase, and right in the grill of Woodbridge is Vano. O'Connor's going to take this quick. And already 2 Burlington players right in the area. This could be trouble if Weir can get free. Weir, nice little step over. Referee says yes, did get caught on that leg as she tried to work her way through in a very dangerous position again. For a free kick this time. Referee Tristan Forgy indicating it's going to be on the whistle. It'll be ceremonial. Give Woodbridge time to set up their wall. And Boyd standing over this one. Looks to be all hers. It's not completely dead center, but it's close. And Boyd, ooh, just skins the top of the crossbar. Here in the 26th minute. There wasn't a lot of pace on it, but it was almost close to accurate, and she had it down probably about a foot further. I'm not sure that Mazzaferro gets there. Good attempt from Burlington. Vono. This is Weir. Weir, again, surrounded by 3 blue jerseys. And that does the trick this time, as Denoto will have a bit of space. Turned over, though, O'Connor. Doing well to hold it, O'Connor. Player nipping at her heels, but here's Charles. Albano. Schultz laying it off to the outside for Mella. Mella still with the ball into the area, looking for Weir. Switch from Schultz. Good little play there by Rego as she's bumped and run into, but does well to hold on to it. Selena Rego, number 20 in your program. Leaving it for Marchetti. Varelli. Good step up. Here's Boyd. A little too far. It's going to run all the way to the keeper. We mentioned the comfortable win for Burlington. It was nervy for Woodbridge. 4-3 on penalty kicks. Across the face, and it's going to be Marchetti getting there first, except getting into good position to come up with the ball is Vano. Still Vano. Top of the box. This one played in and finished clinically by Boyd. Doubling their lead is Burlington. It's 2-0 here in the 29th minute. It was a dangerous ball. It came across the area. It was well defended to stop the first chance, but the tenacity of Emma Vano wanting that ball, able to corral it and send a perfect ball across to the top of the goal area, where it was Ava Boyd finding the end of it. Boyd also scoring in the 29th minute last game. So one in the semifinals, one in the finals, both at the same time. And it's got Burlington after 30 minutes looking very, very comfortable here in what is essentially a backyard game for the Woodbridge Strikers. Nice little step over there by DeVellis. There's the goal scorer, Boyd again. It's right for Vano, but it doesn't make it to her, and played back out by Olivia Egas. She'll have a second chance at it, and this one knocking off her teammate DeVellis finds its way to Weir. Charles coming back to challenge. Egas knocking forward. DeVellis. Finding Charles. DeVellis again. Looking for space. DeCivo in a battle, and this one's going to run out of play for a throw-in. Well, Ontario Soccer is pleased to welcome back Sport Chek, Canada's largest sports retailer, as its official sporting goods retail partner. Both partners share the goal of inspiring Ontarians to live healthy, active lifestyles by making sport and activity more fun, approachable, and inclusive. With a vast assortment of apparel and equipment and the very best athletic brands in the world, Sport Chek strives to help athletes and enthusiasts of all levels succeed. Find what moves you at sportchek.ca. Nice touch to the outside. Vano trying to find some space, but that touch line got in her way. It'll sneak up on you in this one. Out for a throw. We got a substitution coming. So Sophia DeCivo checking out, and Maya Brugnano seeing her first minutes of the game, number 30. In blue will check into this one. Try to provide a spark for this Woodbridge side. Good throw from Albano, finds the foot of Weir, but ricocheted up and took an odd bounce. But like it has all game, it comes right back to Burlington. They retain possession as Boyd. A little too far, but it might actually work out as this one's going to run all the way down to Nemani. Trying to find Weber there in support. And Varelli will send it away. McIsaac. Good challenge. McIsaac again. This time had it taken off her boot by DeVellis. McIsaac and DeVellis have a pretty good battle so far. Schultz. McIsaac. Good job from McIsaac here. And good defending there as Capper gets over to slow down Burlington even for just the time being. It'll be another throw on the far side. Tight roping that line and still somehow coming out with the ball and keeping possession. This one sent high and over the bar. Looked like Weber with a go at it and a line up for a goal kick. It's quite impressive to see this level of high press from the Force as they've been able to create almost unlimited turnovers. And they're high pressing again. There's almost no room coming out of the back as Woodbridge and Weir nearly with a couple turnovers in the opposing 18, nearly a third. Finally, Burlington able to get to the ball. Boyd, top of the area. She'll let it go, but didn't have her feet under her and whizzes right past the net. Comfortable for Mazzaferro in the end, but nervy nonetheless. Good strong play to use every bit of space, but that space seems to run out somewhere around the 1/3 mark as they try to find anything to retain possession. And this one skipping off the boot, that'll help of Felicity Albano. Frustrated with herself, but it'll go out for a Woodbridge throw. That one runs out on Albano as well. We'll do it again on the near side. Charles goes to ground, holding her foot. We'll see if they check on her. That was a coming together. A nice little step over there and good help from Nemani. Ball comes back to her after she let it go for Boyd. Boyd's still there. Plays it in and another great save by Mazzaferro. Aya Nemani and Ava Boyd playing a little 1-2 game, and boy, that would have been pretty if that worked out for her. Charles back up on her feet. Referee. Drop ball handed back to the keeper, and we're back in business as Boyd with acres of space in front of her. Schultz. Albano. Good defense there by Egas. Evangelista played wide and got it all the way to the left-hand side. Now there's Weber knocking forward, and say it ran out of play on the far side before they were able to put it up. So 37th minute of play. It's Burlington with a 2-0 lead here on MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals Day in the under-18 girls division. Don't let it fool you. Those umbrellas are not for rain. We have no clouds. It's a beautiful day. But it is getting a little hot, and there's not a lot of shade cover over there, so the only refuge from the sun. It was Ava Boyd doubling the lead for Burlington after Delaware opened the scoring. Those goals came about 10 minutes apart. And that has been the difference so far in this one. Brings the total of Burlington's goals, 25 scored, 0 conceded across their 3 games in this Ontario Cup Championship. Ball comes back to Weir. Has Schultz in the middle. Does it herself, Delaware. That was absolutely clinical. She needed almost no space. A turn and a beautiful left foot. A brace for Weir. A 3-goal lead for Burlington. And a mountain to climb for the Woodbridge Strikers at the end of this first half. Moving forward again. And this time, anything you can do to keep the ball off the boot of Delaware. The mission objective for Woodbridge. We are so good on the ball, very good off the ball, creating space. Spent the majority of the opening 10 minutes here on the right side, and it's been cutting across the top and finding room on the left. Very difficult to mark. Ball across, this one comfortably for Mazzaferro after a nice little working down the side to try and get a ball in. And Burlington, just the aggressors, finding their way to the ball. Back at it again. Laid off. Vano's pass just a little too far. Vano going back after to try and force a turnover. She does just that, falls to her teammate and off the boot of Boyd. It comes back to Boyd as well. McIsaac. Albano. Albano looking for that cross in. Screams of no, no, no from the match official after appeals for a handball, and they'll play on again. She even looked like a second handball, but going to the ground, and if it's that support arm, it does not count. So good refereeing there on 2 handballs in rapid succession, letting them both go. Knocked forward by Weber. Trying to get onto it as Nemani, but she realizes it's just a little bit too far as she gives a smile to her teammate, applauding the effort. Well, Sports Engine is the official technology partner of Ontario Soccer and the leading provider of sport relationship management software for youth and amateur sport. Check out sportsengine.com/solutions to see how they can keep your club running in stride on and off the pitch. As Boyd rung up for a foul on Mara de Liberato. McIsaac running into the back. of Deliberato. Varelli. Deliberato. And again, corralled by the force. Boyd. Does well to create space. Boyd definitely been the cog in this attack from the midfield. Albano.
Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth official has indicated we will have 2 minutes of additional time.
Mella. He knocked out in another corner kick for Burlington. So still time. The early word is that it is 2 minutes of additional time here in this first half. Corner in, dangerous, off the hands of Mazzaferro and pounced on by McIsaac. Brogan McIsaac will take credit for that. It was a good ball whipped in by Albano. Lots of pace. But as you can see, the punch just was not high enough by the keeper. And it fell right to number 12 in black. It's 4-0. Burlington. McIsaac in the 43rd. It's a goal scorer. Ball right back at her feet and playing it forward. Namani. Weir keeps it in, falls forward. Still a chance for Burlington. Namani had it go off the defender and out of play for a corner kick. Continuous and sustained is this pressure from Burlington. Albano with a good ball in the last time, leading to the fourth goal just minutes ago. Could they find a fifth before the half is over? Find its way to the top of the box, chip back in, and this one just goes right past. And they will say there was a touch, so it'll be another corner kick, the 7th, I believe. This one's taken short. Vano. Boyd took a swing at it. Almost back to Vano. And that'll do it. The first half in the books. It took a while for Burlington to get on the score sheet, but when they did, finding it 4 times. You can see 14 shots in the first half, 9 of them on target. And the Force with a very comfortable lead in the MilkUP Ontario Cup. 4-0 over the Woodbridge Strikers. Second half action here in Vaughan at the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Under 18 girls championship game. First half, one-sided for the Burlington Force. They were in control, looked good on the counter, looked good on a sustained attack. And as a result, find themselves in a very comfortable position with 45 minutes left to play. Cal McClellan here. On behalf of Ontario Soccer, pleased to be with you all day. This is game 1 of 4. And it is Burlington who will be heading right to left. Woodbridge in blue, heading left to right. Ontario Soccer is thrilled to welcome back Circle K, the Canadian convenience store industry leader, as a premier partner and a supporter of grassroots soccer across the province. Whether it's to fuel up before a big game or a hard practice, Circle K is your thirst stop. Visit CircleK.com to find convenience stores near you. Vaughno. Marchetti. Varelli. Playing between the two of them and do well to work it up and out. Misses the pass for DeVellis, and Albano. Working back to Brogan McIsaac. She had the 4th goal off a corner kick just before the half ended. In. Well, isn't that a way to start? The flag stays down for Ava Boyd. And just like that, it's a 5-0 lead for Burlington. Blink and you'll miss it. Ava Boyd. Nothing the keeper can do. And Boyd has her second. And a 5-0 lead for Burlington. Nice ball in again for Boyd. Her second in 2 minutes. Oh, this one just goes off. Well, having to be accurate was the striker's goalkeeper, and it looked for all the world like Boyd was going to see a carbon copy of what we just saw a minute ago. A nice, beautiful through ball on a workup through Alyssa Mella. And then the final touch finding its way to Boyd as it just missed on that far post. Another corner kick coming in. This one deflected, and it is going to go off the head of a Burlington player and out for a goal kick. Woodbridge still looking for that space out of the back, but this one a bad turnover. And a poor ball to get to Boyd. The one saving grace there for Woodbridge. Trying to find any type of space. Albano relentless. Finding Schultz. Schultz had Marchetti in her back pocket, and she couldn't go as further than Vaughno. Vaughno being badgered and harassed, and then finally the ball takes a deflection and ricochet and finds its way back to McIsaac. McIsaac coming near side O'Connor. Very good moving up in the first half. Plays square to the top of the area. Nobody there, and Woodbridge now trying to find their way out. Another turnover back to O'Connor. Boyd. Chased by DeCivo. Nice ball in far side. Getting to it first is Woodbridge. Keep her down to smother it up on a opportunity for Vaughno. From distance, and this one up and hitting the fencing in behind. He'll go for a goal kick. Varelli. Nice ball up, but it just skims past Charles. Charles will look for a run, pointing to her teammate, seeing if Mamorato can find her. Cannot, and it's good defending and a good job by Katie Henahan. A little far from McIsaac losing possession. DeCivo, a lot of work to do. Referee has the whistle to his mouth, sees an advantage, good use of advantage, and a good way to play through it. DeVellis. Still DeVellis into the area. DeVellis. And a good job to force this one wide by Burlington, and doesn't even go out for a throw. DeVellis just ran out of gas having to do that herself. Starting to counter the other way. And Mella's pass looking on the inside. Knocks off a boot. She'll pick it up and find possession herself again. Mella. Boyd. Fono. And again, this one is high and up and over. And played in quickly. Woodbridge trying to work as much as they can out of the back. But with this pressure, as we've mentioned, it's been very difficult. You see the 12 shots on target coming up on our stat board at the bottom of your screen. And that's 3 in the second half, including a goal. 14 shots, 9 of them found the target in the first half, picking right up where they left off. Boyd, good patience, lets it come to her. Weber. Albano. And Weber. Nice play. Nemani with a beautiful feed in for Schultz and an excellent save. Credit where credit is due. Emily Mazzaferro has not given up on anything. Ball played back in, and this one skips off to the far side. 3 great saves. It's hard to say it could be more, but it certainly could be, as Sophie Schultz with a beautiful opportunity. And watch how far Mazzaferro goes to close that distance in a matter of seconds. Does not commit a foul. And ends up with a goal kick. Excellent play by number 11, wearing the orange jersey for the team in blue. Donato. Donato looking for a little bit of help. Forced to play high. And McIsaac will now switch the field. O'Connor and McIsaac in a nice little 1-2. All sorts of space, trying to tuck this one in. Looking for Schultz again. Schultz twisted around and had her back to goal and was not in a position to get a hold of that one. Mazzaferro sends it high, and only so far as the midfield of Burlington, and misconnection there. McIsaac left it for her teammate. And just as we say that, Stalteri, on a different page from Charles, starts a break the other way. Knock forward. Mella was giving pursuit, having to be right as Mazzaferro, and it works out for the Strikers. Boyd all over DeCivo. DeCivo not a lot of room to operate. O'Connor knocking this one forward. Alyssa Mella, space to operate. Mella corralled, and a nice patient play there by DeCivo, but just no room, absolutely none. Boyd across the face of goal. And the instep sends that one clear. It will be a corner kick. And a substitution coming in. Nope. No sub. It went over the fence, so it'll be a extra ball that the referee was signaling for. As O'Connor heads down to put her boot through this. Approaching double-digit corners for Burlington in this match. Made good on one of them already, but also have gone short a couple times. This time they'll go into the area. Knocked on and arriving, and it will take a deflection off a Woodbridge player, and much to the chagrin of that back line who could use a reprieve, it will be another corner. This one is played short. Back post going to be over everybody. McIsaac giving chase. Getting there first is Mamorato. And knocking it out of play. Good pressure, but just a little bit too much, and Vono will send it for a goal kick. That is, in case you've wondered, Paul Stalteri, Canadian legend, on the sidelines for Woodbridge. And this one takes a touch off Boyd's going to run off the way. Of course, the infrastructure that was in place when Stalteri coming through, far different from the level of meticulousness that Ontario soccer has in place now. And it just continues to grow and get better. We've often said the number of names that have suited up for colleges and universities and Canadian national teams. As this one takes another deflection, it'll be a corner on the far side. You go back and watch a few old broadcasts of Ontario Cups and League One Ontario gone by, you will see some names that are the upper echelon of international football, and it just speaks to the development pathways in Canada now and how far things have come. This one, another deflection off a boot, and Marchetti did the right thing, but will concede another corner. '58th minute of play, a 5-0 lead, another corner coming for Burlington. A little bit of space, in fact, two Burlington players getting to it before Woodbridge. Weber. McIsaac leaves it for Albano. Albano, right foot from distance. Albano with a screamer. Felicity Albano. Inch perfect from the top of the area, putting her right boot through that one in the top left-hand corner. And it's a 6-0 lead for Burlington.
Burlington goal scored by number 4, Felicity Albano.
Mark it in the 59th minute as Evangelista and Weir will check in. And Hennehan and Boyd will head to the sidelines. Shots on target, now 15-1. And of the 6 goals, all having their charm, but perhaps the prettiest of the day belongs to Felicity Albano. Knew where she was. Perfect patience. And put her boot right through it. And I think it's starting to feel a bit like a coronation here for Burlington. Namani, Schultz, Woodbridge looking for an outlet and doing it herself in a nice little play to work her way out is Marchetti. Charles, 2 goals in that semifinal, but has had difficulty finding her way through against this Burlington side. Marchetti again, this time she got clipped as she made another nice run up the pitch. And right there, in a perfect position, is the match official. McIsaac just getting enough. And that's all it takes. And given away almost immediately as a miscommunication between the strikers is where that ball was meant to be. And what should have been a good opportunity is now turning to defense as the ever-dangerous Della Weir back on the pitch and in the area. She'll cue it up for the top of the box. Schultz, and a good job to see that one all the way through. Mazzaferro equal to the task. Mamorato losing possession. Finds it way back to her, and there's DeVellis. Far sideline, DeVellis. Good play by the goal scorer, Albano, to keep that one in play. McIsaac nearly ran into the official. Finds her way out. Nemani. Good defense there by number 5, Cirizzotti, excuse me. Sarah Cirizzotti, number 5. The only thing really standing between Aya Nemani and the 7th goal. Excellent defense. Move forward in this one, heading for Weir. Flag is down, she'll stay onside. Weir, O'Connor. O'Connor with some space to chip. O'Connor over the top of the bar. A good look. And playing those balls in for Della Weir, creating so much space when she's able to play it back. Well, the Canadian Premier League, the CPL, on behalf of its Ontario-based member clubs, Forge FC, York United FC, and Atletico Ottawa, are now premier partners of Ontario Soccer and co-presenting partners of the Talented Pathway. For updates and more information, please go to cpl.ca, Canadian Premier League. What a change that has been. Nemani doing well to keep it on her boot. From distance, Aya Nemani not missing by much. Couple clubs in action today, I believe. Ottawa out in Halifax. From distance, this one to Mazzaferro. McIsaac, a little bump in the back from Charles. Charles doing well to hold on to it. Charles got a stride. Great solo effort from Charles, and she just misses on the far post. You can sense the disappointment. Naima Charles did that all herself, pressuring the defender, taking advantage of the miscommunication, and everything there but the finish. She'll want that one back. O'Connor. Another giveaway. This is better from Woodbridge. Some nice pressure. What they've been treated to for most of the game. Returning a bit of the favor is this one all the way into the corner. Weber trying to shield it to see if it can go for a goal kick. Not much of a fight put up. And it will be a goal kick. Here in the 65th minute of play. Mella not able to quite connect on that pass. Sirazati's throw intercepted, turned around, and then corralled all the way back, and this one comes to the boot of Galley. Alyssa Galley had a player in her hip pocket, and it was Della Weir. Simona Marchetti giving chase, and to ensure the right contingent of strikers are back and ready to defend, she just knocks that one out of play. Beautiful control by Weir off that throw. Weir creating space for herself. McIsaac. Namani, beautiful ball in. And it is going to be offside. And Vono just a hair ahead, and maybe she knew it a little bit because she slowed up just enough, which allowed good play by the defender to take no chances and poke the ball away. But flag was up first. Stalteri taken away by O'Connor. Vono. Varelli sends it as far as McIsaac. Albano. Here's Albano again. Strong as Albano. Across the face, a goal right on the edge and unable to get on the back end of it for number 7. But a good opportunity and a very, very strong cross by Albano. We approach our water break here in the 68th minute. Subs looking to check in for Woodbridge. They'll head back and have a quick chat with their team. It has been all Burlington here today at the MilkUP Ontario Cup. Scoring started with Della Weir, followed by goal from Ava Boyd in the 29th minute. Weir getting on the score sheet for a second time for Braga McIsaac, scoring off a corner kick to make it 4. Boyd again seconds into the second half with a beautiful finish. And Felicity Albano with number 6 for Burlington. Very comfortable day for Lauren Pohl in the center of your screen there in the keeper's jersey. All smiles. She can know that just that chance from Charles about 5 minutes ago. The only action she's seen in quite a bit, and it has been very comfortable for Pohl. 13-0 win, a 10-0 win, and now 6-0 in the final. Referee saying we are ready to get underway. And Naima Charles there with an excellent opportunity just a few moments ago. was a great play to take it off the defenders, create this space, and trying to guide it into the far side of the post and just sending it by. Weber. O'Connor down. And another one poked through. This is nice play from Burlington. Namani, top of the box. Taking a touch. Still in possession, and this one is going to be poked for the far side. Mella. Still Mella skipping around a defender. Mella! Right on goal, and a nice save by Mazzaferro. Strong hands and equal to the task for her side. O'Connor, well controlled. Alyssa Mella again attacking through. Good defending. This one falls in the box and then skipped up and over. And Namani had a chance at it. We'll go for another goal kick. The quickness with which Burlington is able to apply that pressure, get the turnover, and immediately counter and have the attack coming the other way has been nothing short of impressive. A very organized side for head coach Casey Downey and assistant Joanna Schultz. Looking full value for their lead today. They have a game plan. They are executing it and leaving very little space for any of the Woodbridge players to even fathom a way back into this here in the 69th minute of play. A 6-0 lead for Burlington. This one turned over. Charles, again, very good off the ball, pressuring these defenders. And she'll win a throw for her side. Well, as the bank of soccer with decades of investing in soccer programming at all levels, BMO is committed to growing the game and increasing gender equality in soccer and beyond. We're thrilled to welcome BMO as the new lead partner of Ontario Soccer's gender, equity, and empowerment initiatives, including the new Grow the Game and Grow the Good Community Engagement Program, targeting more than 100,000 girls and women. Hats off to BMO, proud to have them as a partner. The next generation of girls and women obviously on display here at the Ontario Cup. Obviously you've been tuning into the Women's World Cup. Canada with a somewhat disappointing draw against Nigeria to start. Look for better things with games against Ireland and Australia on the horizon. And if the Olympic champions can find a little bit of magic and bring that to the World Cup. Mella's throw. Namani in a fight for it. And it takes a ricochet off the leg of Mella. Be out for a throw for Woodbridge. One, two, three, four Burlington players crowded around that area, hungry for it. Hanahan playing right. This one from distance, and it's going to skip by again. Mazzaferro watches it go. Hennahan knocking forward and trying to find their way out of there was Woodbridge, but on that far side of the pitch, it's been slim pickings. Hennahan getting her foot in the way again, and a good play from Katie Hennahan. Referee will say that's a little bit too much, and it looks to be a yellow card perhaps issued here. Felicity Albano, I think, is going into the book. The first card of this game. So the lone caution of this game so far. Turned over. This is Boyd. Played in. Beautiful ball. Mella trying to find space in an excellent play at the last minute to knock that one out and over the end line by Brenna Capper. So Brogan McIsaac going into the book. Apologies to Felicity Albano. Would go to number 12 in black as she is cautioned. Schultz from distance. This could be tricky. Schultz. Well, that had a bit of movement on it. And a good hit from Sophie Schultz from about 23 yards out. And having to be very careful was Mazzaferro. She does the wise thing, punches and gets as much onto it and keeps it out. So yet another corner kick into double digits. Sent across, knocked away. This time Woodbridge looking very organized as they'll find their way out. Charles coming all the way back to help off the boot of a teammate and then sent right back to Albano. Falls for a dangerous position, and good job to make sure that crisis was averted only for the moment. And Boyd came very close and whipped that one with the inside of her foot just over the crossbar. Seeing Woodbridge get a foot on these with an opportunity to clear, but the positioning just so good on this press from Burlington that they're where you'd expect them to be a good 2 or 3 seconds before you'd expect them to be there. Namani not coming out the winner on that throw, and it'll be sent the way of Woodbridge. Boyd. Nice ball forward. Runs a little bit too far. And collision here on the near side right at midfield. Weber going in hard to make sure it's well out of play. Thrown in. Nice turnover. Mella finding space and a beautiful ball from Mella. Good tackle there and nice play to not only win the ball, get it out, but end up winning the throw by Brenna Capper, who has, despite the struggles of Woodbridge today, been pretty reliable in those challenges. Nice sliding challenge just a moment ago. Coming in there is Varelli. Does not go out of play. O'Connor going to keep it on the turf. Skips over the boot of Schultz and out the other way. This is Rego off her boot. And then a sliding play in there by Varelli. And Varelli will go into the book. So Melissa Varelli just a bit late. And she knew it. 77th minute, MilkUP Ontario Cup Finals of 2023. It is so good to be back after a few years of absences. And this one has been one-way traffic. Burlington looking the part as they hold a 6-0 lead over Woodbridge. Pleased to bring you the first of 4 games today on Ontario Soccer YouTube. This one skipped in and takes a deflection off a defender after Capper's clearance didn't make it that far. Following this game, 12:30, there'll be under 18 boys. Boyd, strong on the ball. Namani looking for Boyd again, still falls to Boyd, drifting away from goal. Namani trying to find space. Hanahan, Schultz, Vano, and the instep clearance, but not away. Hanahan. Back in. Dangerous, but Deliberato managed to get it to her left foot and up to Charles, and Charles trying to use her speed and get that separation. That's been the difficulty for Charles, is being in a position to use that speed. The Burlington girl has been just glued every time she has the ball anywhere near her, and a good game plan to deal is take a look at substitutions coming in. So McIsaac and Vano in. Boyd. Oh, nice little play there, but Boyd not on the same page. And no harm, no foul, coming right back to Alyssa Mella. Far side, a little bit of space for Burlington, skipped across. Mella couldn't corral it at her feet. Woodbridge just going to send it towards the near sidelines. Nice footwork by Boyd. Looking for the return pass. Here is Boyd. Boyd, top of the box. Tried to play wide, but good job interception by DeVellis. DeVellis turning it over. Schultz. Shots, and a great play by Mazzaferro to be there at the near post. Well worked and well. Good show of patience by Burlington as they just seem to keep getting the ball right back to them. Weir. Delaware skipping around players. Beautiful ball. Weir, top of the area. Mella couldn't get there first. Mazzaferro getting a hand on it. No worse for Weir as she gets up. But a nice play by Weir to try and link up and set that one back for number 7. It was not to be. So Stalteri coming back in. And referee says, let's get going. Boyd. Opportunity here and a good play coming back to help out by Melissa Varelli, excuse me. Will be a corner kick for Burlington. Well, soon another deserving team will engrave their name in the Ontario Cup history and receive their medals and hoist the beautiful Ontario Cup trophy created by Nothers, the award store. For more than 50 years, Nothers, the award store, has been the leading supplier of awards and recognition products across Ontario, offering complete assistance from program concept to planning, all the way to product delivery. See how they can help your organization at nothers.com. And I think it's safe to say that if the engraving process were happening right now, it would be well underway. As Burlington looks for another to add, and Boyd just a little too strong, sending that one over the bar for a goal kick. Weir. Nice step over from Weir. From distance, and this one's going to go wide as well. 87th minute of play here. The Ontario Soccer Centre. All Burlington. This one finding Vano. She'll have a go from distance, and Mazzaferro had to be correct. Opportunities in abundance for Burlington off clearances that don't necessarily find their way out, or ricocheted passes, or just being in a good possession and fighting through the foul there as Boyd playing a ball in and looking for Delaware as the 1-2 pass from Vano just a little too much. It's going to run out the end line. But certainly it almost feels like good karma being just funneled right into the middle, and it is Burlington who's had all of the bodies in the right places to pick up any loose balls. And that one, another example of that, as they'll work their way out again. DeVellis. Touch near side. O'Connor. Right foot, half step in, trying to stay on side is Schultz. And now it's going to be played out to Delaware. Keeper coming. Weir. Oh, it was too easy. Delaware. An exclamation point. A hat trick. And surely wrapping things up for this Burlington side. As soon as she saw Mazzaferro coming, she knew that she had the advantage. It was calm, it was patient, and it was just guided into that left corner. And it's 7-0 for the Burlington Force here late in the second half. The 20th, the 38th, and the 89th. 7 goals for Delaware between the final and the semifinal. Probably not more of a dominating performance as you are likely to have seen here at the MilkUP Ontario Cup. And what a performance to start the day. In our first game, Weir grabbing a hat trick, a dominant victory, something that's been common for Burlington. Of course, we mentioned this is the first competition since 2019, and O'Connor now finding herself all the way in. What a game she could have to finish this one, and she's skips it off the turf and send it just to Mazzaferro. Probably deservingly so for the way O'Connor's played, but That one does not make it on. This would be the first championship in the under-18 girls division heading back to Burlington since back in 2002. Trivia fans, as the Flames captured it that year. This year, it is the Force. Full value for their victory. It is a 7-0 MilkUP Ontario Cup title game win. It was led by Delaware. It was dominant throughout. And in the end, it was quite easy for the side in black and orange. Composed, confident, and now champions. Burlington Force, the MilkUP Ontario Cup winners in the under-18 girls division for 2023. As you can see the statistics, many opportunities, even in addition to the total shots and the shots on target. An easy day for Lauren Pohl, and too many players to count. Played very, very well for Force. And that side, nothing to hang their heads about. Certainly Woodbridge outmatched on the day, but a very talented team that made a lot of good plays to hang with this Burlington team early in this match and doing whatever they can to stay level. However, once that first goal went in at 20 minutes, it changed the nature of it. And Burlington able to just gain steam from there. So they will prepare the medals for both the finalists and the champions. And the first game into the books here on our broadcast. We are here with you all day in Vaughan. There's handshakes all around for Casey Downey and his side. Get a good look at our photographer extraordinaire, Martin Basil there. Some of the beautiful photography that we've seen year in and year out at the Ontario Cup, and certainly you can look for that all day today on our social channels. I'd like to take this opportunity again to thank our proud partners for today's event. Our broadcast partners, Hub International Insurance Brokers, and our premier partners, Toronto FC, the Dairy Farmers of Ontario, the Canadian Premier League, BMO, and Circle K, and of course our community partners, Sport Check, as well as Respect in Sport, Sport Engine, and no, there's the award store. And of course we go to the awards now as we can see the trophy there on the table. First we'll have the medals presented to Woodbridge before medals being presented to the championship side from Burlington.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, a big hand for our finalists, the Woodbridge Strikers.
No shame for the Woodbridge Strikers. Certainly a strong team and a strong performance throughout this Ontario Cup, but just coming up a little bit short. As we leave you with the PA announcer awarding medals to the champions, Burlington Force. Well, fitting for Delaware to be the last one to put that medal on, as her performance today certainly propelled this Burlington team forward. But at the end of the day, it was certainly a team effort, and this whole team from Burlington playing so well as Sophie Schultz and goal scorer Ava Boyd holding up that trophy and taking it back to Burlington to celebrate with their team, the Burlington Force, the champions of the MilkUP Ontario Cup for the under-18 girls division in 2023. We got a short half-an-hour break, and we will bring you the under-18 boys championship that is coming up at 12:30, just after lunch. It will be Power FC versus Vaughan SC, and should be a very, very good matchup. It's been Cal McClellan. Pleased to join you today, and hope that you can stick around for most of the day. We've got lots of soccer coming up. We'll see you shortly.